Hello everybody, coming at you with all my might. It's my, how you guys doing today? Today we're going to be riding my BMW F800 GS. We've been through 27,000 miles together and a lot of it has been off-road fun. I just got this puppy inspected, so we're ready to ride legally. I'm running the Tusk Dual Sport Adventure tires. They're a real meaty bad boy who I have a large crack in there because I ride really hard, apparently. But that's not a huge issue because I already have a little over 1,100 miles on these tires, and I think they'll only get me about to 2,000, but that's not bad because they're only $100. So we're gonna take a rip up here on Chapel Mountain Road. Got to turn off our ABS, boom. We got to turn off our traction control, boom, and we're ready to rock. So I just changed the oil on this bad boy over the weekend. Someone's been up here on a dirt bike. Woo! I love this road. We had a couple washed out rains, so they probably leveled it out a little bit. But I love these tires. I love this bike. I had a lot of fun on this bike. Oh man. So I actually I was up at my parents', and we have a little MX track thing going on that we're trying to build and work on. And I did some pretty little jumps on this sucker. I got some nice shots, you know, our jumps are in the making. We made them a little bit bigger since this video, but there's a clip of it. Now the issue I had was, you know, of course we're making the jumps bigger, but this is a big bike, and it's a lot. I bottomed out my suspension a time or two. Whew. But it's all good. Woo! Oh man, letting her rip. This is my favorite little uphill. It's like 5 minutes away from my house, so it's fun to rip on. There's hardly anybody back here. Sometimes there's people up at that cabin, but I mean, they give me dirty looks, but I don't know why. Now that we got that rip out of the way, I can take a leisurely cruise. But yeah, I just hit 30,000 miles on this bike. We're at 3181 right now, right this second. I bought this bike with 3,000 miles on it. We've been together for like 4 years so far. It was shortly after I got married that we upgraded and sold the DR650 and got this bad boy. And I'll tell you what, we've been through a lot. And there was points where I really wasn't sold on this bike when I first got a hold of it. And I was trying to run 50-50 tires on it, and I was not impressed with how it performed. You know, I'm like, oh, you know, I was all sketched out. First of all, running up this hill, you know, the rocks really freaked me out. So I made a plethora of upgrades to this bike. I got the Scott steering dampener. I tuned it. It's got a power commander with an auto tune kit on it. Custom exhaust, which I have a link for the video in the description below. But we've been through a lot together, and I'm like I said, I've been just continually getting more and more aggressive tires for it. And I think I found the perfect tire, and that's these Tusk Dual Sport Adventure tires for how I ride. And like I said, you could just get a set for $100. You you know, when you're paying $200 for a K60 Scout rear tire, you know, that's literally 2 sets of tires. Granted, the K60 Scouts lasted me over 8,000 miles, but they're horrible in the rain, and I ride too hard off-road. But I was seriously considering getting rid of this bike and getting myself the KTM 790. That was until I, you know, threw these tires on it. And then get about, really, the best bike is the bike you currently have, honestly, guys. If you can make the bike you will have work from a financial aspect, it's actually really not a bad idea. That's how it is for me, because this bike it's capable. I mean, it's a really capable bike for what I can do with it. Now I'm really tempted to get the Explorer shocks for this sucker, because as you can see in this clip right here, if I just didn't blow out my shocks, that was bad. Oh, there's a horse. We're gonna go easy past this horse. I don't want to scare it. Is there more, or is it just you? Okay. Thank you. We're gonna get a little ahead of this girl so we don't spook her horse there too bad. My bike is extremely loud, so I don't want to really disrupt her. But anyhow, I really wanted the KTM 790 because, you know, it's lighter. I saw it when I really started riding this hard. I'm like, oh, I need a lighter bike. I need to do this, I need to do that. And a lot of it really came with, over time, learning how to handle this bike, and there are certain modifications that I made to accommodate my riding style. Because, I mean, when you're railing roads like this and you have a 90/90 tire on the front, you get thrown around a lot. And that's where the steering stabilizer came in. It really helped things out, you know, because this is a big bike once you get to throwing it around. So, after, you know, realizing that it's neutral and you can't drive in neutral, after realizing I can just make a little bit of tuning to get this puppy to react how I want to. I mean, I know if I start to delve into the deepness of suspension, I really could get this really dialed in for what I do. However, with the upgrade of the tires, you know, dual sporting, anybody who dual sport adventure rides knows the problem you have is you give to more off-road and you lose street ability. And I was running Chico 805s, and that was literally the best of both worlds. If you want a true adventure tire, that is it, you know, because it's phenomenal on the street and you got great off-road capabilities. However, once you start going in the mud, you really lost it. So I went back to a really aggressive tire. But when I did that, I lost basically my ability to push it on the street. I knew that was going to be the toss-up. So we had a SV650, but my wife didn't really ride it that much, and I wanted something with more power. So I actually test rode a Zero SRF. There's a clip. Oh, well, it's a lot different. Yeah, it's like sucking you off the back of the motorcycle. And I was really impressed with the bike, you know, and it's something new. And during all of my experience with my wife's SV, I never really did much more than 100 miles on a ride. So the range wasn't an issue. So honestly, guys, after that, I'm like, you know, this bike does not handle on the street for me to ride with my dad anymore, or to ride with my neighbor. My neighbor has a speed triple, and I can't keep up with him anymore because I have no stopping distance. I mean, I have a huge stopping distance. Like, I can't stop. I can't get this bike to stop on the street. because there's little traction. You know, it grabs a hold off-road fine because it's a knobby, but I can't ride it on the street very well anymore. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna fix this. I'm gonna get a new bike. So that's exactly what I did. I went out looking for a Zero SRF, and I found one in Arizona, and this one bike in Arizona was literally $5+ grand cheaper than what I was looking to pay. So I bought a Zero SRF. There's a couple pictures of it, and that's actually supposed to be shipping here in a couple days. So I'm super stoked. I can't wait to get a hold of it. So I'm super excited. I can't wait to get my hands on that. And like, I literally bought it like 2 to 3 weeks ago, and I don't even have it yet. It hasn't even shipped yet, so I'm going a little bit crazy here. On the bright side, I already have rode it. Well, not that particular bike. This is my first brand new motorcycle with 0 miles, so I'm super stoked, guys. But anyhow, look forward to that and some videos. But that's what I got for you today, folks. Thank you so much for joining me on this grand adventure, and I hope you enjoyed the video. But don't forget to like the Smitification on Facebook and share one of my videos. Go check out more other videos. Have a nice day, and God bless.